Hello and welcome to the weekly energetic forecast reading. This is the week of April the 25th going through to May 1st. And I am doing a chakra reading, going through each one of the 7 major chakras to take a look at the energy that is residing within each center. We're looking for whatever is coming up, ready to be released, let go, surrounded by love, and allowing us to have a fresh new opportunity to pull in that energy that is going to help serve your highest good. I'm changing things up this week. I have shifted over to the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. These ones are by Colette Baron Reed. And I'm just taking a moment now to shuffle through the cards. I'm going to pull those 7 out. I'm then going to show you the bottom of the deck to get a sense of the overall energy for this reading. And then we're going to dive into the messages. So stay tuned. This is a good opportunity if you want to join me in just breathing deep and opening up your own body to embrace the messages, to allow them to come into yourself as they do, and to see whether or not it resonates for you. We all have that opportunity to tap into our inner guidance system and to trust what is right for us. There's a lot of scattered energy earlier today, and I had to really purposely rein things back in, take a little bit of a time out for myself and center and do some grounding. The energy this week is quite scattered. So we all have that ability to take those moments of just breathing, of just coming home to self and focusing on the present moment, not worrying so much about the past, not worrying so much about the future that hasn't happened yet, but just to center back, to breathe, and to just be still in the energy. I have a card here for the root center, the sacral, the solar, just looking for a few more. And allowing them to come in their own divine timing. We have the heart center. We have the throat center. Looking for the third eye. The third eye, looking for the crown. We have the crown. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in and show you the bottom of the deck. Here we have coming to life. Oh my goodness, I'm going to take that off the bottom so I can show you a little bit closer. So this energy is all about, you know what, coming home to you, becoming unstuck and allowing yourself to come forward as the unique individual that you are. This is all about authenticity, about coming home to the person that you are and letting yourself shine in whatever shape, way, or form feels right to you. What a beautiful energy to lay in this card reading. So we're jumping now down into the root essence of ourselves. So that root energy is what grounds us to the earth. It's what helps us to be safe and secure in who we are. And we're looking now at the energy down there that needs to be cleared in order to really help us come to life, to step forward as that version of self that is not suppressed. It is not conditioned by others. It's not conditioned by your mind, but it's truly the essence of who you are. So this card came to us face up in the reading. It wanted to be seen right away. And we have the message in protection of wishing well. But I want you to look really closely to see the mask that is there. You have all of this essence that is shimmering in gold. It's attracting you. It looks beautiful. But if you look a little bit closer, she is turning away. She is not going to be fooled by the illusions of putting on a mask, of pretending any longer, of trying to be something that she is not. She is setting her heart free, and she could be masculine or feminine. It doesn't matter. It just means that that energy is letting go. It is no longer going to be convinced of things that sparkle and shine and appear to be good. But she is going to trust in herself to know what is right for her, to walk forward in faith, to walk forward as one on the earth, on that Mother Earth, connected to everything else, and to just allow herself to breathe. That card feels very light, very airy, and just full of all sorts of possibilities. We're moving up now into that sacral center. So this is the womb of life. This is where we hold those emotional stories. It's that center of creativity. It's where we get to plant the seeds for a beautiful tomorrow. So the card down in that center is peaks of joy, leaping up towards a higher vibration, leaping up towards those things that just literally make your heart sing. You can just feel the lightness in this card. It is just resonating. So when you are doing those things for yourself that just feel good, they're often felt down in that sacral center. And I talk a lot about this in human design. Now, a lot of the world's population is what we call generators and manifesting generators. And you make these internal body noises. And those peaks of joy are going to sound like those, I really want to do that. You can hear that vibration from within you. It just resonates. That is your body talking to you. That is your body encouraging you to have that leap of faith, to go forward with that action, to know that when you drop all the pretenses and you just allow yourself to be your natural self, then you are really going to come to life when you are trusting in that body, that sacral center, to help guide you on your path. We're moving up now into the solar plex. That solar plex sits above the belly button, right underneath the rib cage. That is that center of willpower. It is what sparks the fire inside. It fuels you up. It really gives you that drive and that momentum to move forward. So what is coming for us this week in the current energy? We have the bone collector. Now this is interesting because you can see all the beautiful power of the solar center in there. You have the color of the sacral, and there is so much grounding and rooting down to the earth. Now bone collector is all about the past, but it is going to the past as that place of taking forward the lessons that served you well in order to embrace the wisdom and to let go of everything that did not work. So if there's a lot of time being spent reminiscing and going over and over and over again, the problems, the situations that did not serve your highest good, bringing those stories back to life, keeping them going, that's not going to give you very much fuel to help you move forward. But when we can really learn from that ancient wisdom, because there is such beauty in the knowledge that has been gifted to us. There are so many things in our history that we can learn from. There's ways that we can take a look back and see where we could have been more compassionate, or we could learn how societies came together more often. They shared resources, they were gatherers, they were hunters, they were nurturers, but there was an essence of community. There wasn't so much solidarity. There wasn't so much of a need to be separated from others, but it was truly about that full circle moment of knowing everybody had a role to play. So in that solar center this week, you are being asked to really examine all of those aspects of yourself, that ancient wisdom, that knowledge, those things that you know to be true for you, and to let go and clear out any of that old energy, those stories of the past that are not you. They do not add to who you are today. They are part of the mask of pretending. They are part of that covering up. You are being set free from those stories. So use that energy for your highest good. Spend some time in that quiet contemplation. Ask yourself, does that memory, does that wisdom, does that past, does it bring me peaks of joy? And if not, allow it to clear out. Allow yourself to be the creator of your own story. Allow yourself to step forward and come to life as the person you are today. We're moving up now into that beautiful heart center. That heart center is that place of healing. It is that place of love. This is what really helps to guide you forward along your path. So we like to bring all that energy up into that beautiful heart center to connect us in the middle between the heaven and the earth so that we can feel centered in this human existence and enjoy the journey of the human experience. So the energy in that heart center is movement. Now, this is very exciting because sometimes ostriches have that tendency to hide their head into the ground, and there is no more hiding. Just like taking off that mask and moving forward in authenticity, you are moving forward. You are looking straight ahead. You are looking for those things that are going to really lift you up. You're wanting more joy. You're tired of burying your head in the sand. You're tired of pretending that things aren't existing when they do. You are ready to face whatever it is that you need to face, but you're letting the heart lead the way. And there is so much love and support. You got the red of the root right there. This is the number of 28, which is a 10. That's all about wholeness. Now, this isn't a race. That ostrich is moving forward one step at a time. It's going at its own pace, in its own way, in the way that the heart is directing it to go forward. There's a windmill on the very top of the back there. So you'll notice that, you know what, as the winds change, as the direction changes, as the feeling changes, that ostrich is free to shift course. Things don't always have to be set into motion and have to follow the same path. You can allow yourself to have one moment after the next moment. And that is where your intuition talks to you. That is where the body really talks to you, is just showing you one moment from the next. You're not going to see the whole entire picture. That is the mind talk. The mind wants to control everything. The mind wants to have it now. The mind wants to know the outcome. The mind wants to keep you stuck in the old stories. The heart knows to take the wisdom from the elders, the wisdom of just being in the moment, of connecting back to the earth, of connecting back to the seasons, of feeling through in that heart center before you take that action. And then and only then do you set forward into that motion. We're moving up now into that beautiful throat center that is all about communication, expression, and manifestation. So getting to the point where you are taking those action steps and you are putting it out there to manifest what it is that you desire. We have two cards that came forward for us. This is all about a partnership. This is you in co-creation with your higher self to do those things that are in your highest good. So we're going to take a look at those cards one at a time. Our first one is in protection. It is the wisdom of the elephant, and this is listening. So again, before you speak, before you move forward into action, you are getting really clear. You are spending time listening. Perhaps you are listening to your own voice to see how does that resonate in your heart. You are listening to advice from others. You're listening to messages on the world. You're listening to all sorts of noise during your day. You're not judging it. You are just contemplating. You are taking the wisdom from that beautiful elephant. You are taking the wisdom from the ancestors that sit in that solar plex. You are taking the grace from the ostrich that knows only to move forward when it is ready to move forward. There's a lot of green in this card, a lot of healing, a lot of wisdom as you listen to that internal voice within and you get really clear before you communicate. The other card in that throat center is also in protection. This is intention. Now we have the owl that is holding that beautiful dandelion. Those are one of those dandelions that as a child you might have blown to see all the seeds grow out in order to take root. Now, sometimes the old story was, don't do that. That is a weed. You don't want to spread weeds. Don't let those seeds go. As a child, you were probably kicking them up as a storm, letting them fly, letting them go where they may, and just watching with such awe and magic all those little seeds that would come down, that would find their way in the wind, that would find their own direction without any force or movement. and it would just be this state of awe. So the wisdom of the owl is also coming into that throat center, asking you, what do you want to spread? As seeds, as voices, as projections of vibrational energy, what do you want to send out into the world that is going to land and plant a seed in somebody else's heart, in somebody else's energetic field? Before you harvest and cultivate that egg, that new life, that new growth, those generations to come, what is it that you want to start planting? So we have a lot of energy up in that throat center that is really calling us to stillness, to ask us to really take a look at the energy that we're sending out into the world, the vibrations that we're adding to the energy out there as a collective, to take some time to really listen and feel for yourself what resonates. And then to make those decisions that are right for you based on all of that knowledge and wisdom that you have inside, all of those lessons learned, all of that history, everything that has transpired in the past. What is it that we now want to bring forward into the future? What was working? What wasn't working? This is all the opportunity to connect back with feeling the joy. If we want to move away from the fear, away from the lack of love, away from all that suppression and connect back to the joy, what is it when you listen really closely to that internal guidance, do you need to make that happen? You are the creator of your life. You are the co-creator with your higher self. You know what is best for you. So what can you do for yourself to embrace that wisdom and to start moving forward when you are ready, and only when you are ready, with those things that are going to really allow you to take off those masks and just be yourself. Allow yourself to truly come to life and come into that fruition of self. We have a couple more cards in this reading. We're jumping up now to the third eye. This is the intuitive wisdom. This is the beautiful energy of solitude. Again, this is a little bit of a call to stillness for us. Now, you can look at this both ways. You can either let the mind jump in right away and say, oh, that looks like suppression. I am so tired of being by myself. I am so tired of being isolated. I am so alone. Now, that is the mind that is trying to break in and keep you in that conditioned state, to tie you to some old stories that are no longer your truth. If you look at the greater wisdom in that, you will see that this is a beautiful lighthouse. We have the full moon there, that essence that is shining down. We are coming to a full moon on Monday. It is the first super moon of 2021. It is the pink moon, and it is all about self-love. When you embrace the full light within yourself, when you become that lighthouse, then you are shining out and projecting that hope, that love, that beacon of joy, all of those things that are going to help to feed the collective energy. That is what you're going to send out into the world. So that solitude is that call of stillness to come into you so that you can get really clear of what do you need for self-love? What do you need for self-care? What is it that you need to heal? What do you need to do to pull in that light, to pull in those essences of love so that you can then transform the energy that you send out to others? Because what a beautiful world it is when we can all look up at the lights that are out there, that are shining, those moments of joy, those moments of love, those moments of happiness. You can pass somebody on the street and you can see the twinkle in their eyes, and you just smile back to yourself. You feel the love that is radiating from them, and you embody it within you. It is time that we start being those lighthouses. We start to shine that light in the darkness. We start to let it come out of the essence of who you are. We start pushing past the mind chatter of being separated and starting to recognize that we are all in this together. We are all humans. We are all part of the earth. We are all part of this planet. We are all part of this current existence. It is time to embrace that and let the light shine. We're moving up now to the last card in this reading. This is up in the Crown Center. This is all about the wisdom from higher self. We have one card, and look at that. We have such a beautiful card in protection. It is coming apart. Now, again, this isn't being separated. It is not about the mind trying to convince you that you are alone, that you are all by yourself. It is showing you that you are part of a greater whole. There is your human self, your higher self. It is all so beautifully intertwined together. There are so many pinks in here, purples in here, all of those beautiful colors and vibrations of higher energies. I get that sense of those peaks of joy. You know, there's times where we just want to be carried. And this is reminding us that, yes, I am here to carry the load. You are not capable in your human essence to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. So let it go, let it go, let the space be held by that higher power. Let them surround you by that love, let them surround you by that light, let them heal you back together. Allow yourself just to embrace this energy this week. Allow yourself to come upon this full moon that is all about this self-love, this opportunity for transformation, and just embrace the light. Fall back into those moments of silence, those moments of stillness, those moments of contemplation where you get to just open your heart and ask the universe for what it is you truly need. And then to trust that the message is out there. The message is received. So you don't need to keep asking it again. You can start to feel that joy inside of knowing that what is in your highest good is coming. It's on its way. You have to start preparing yourself now for what are you going to do to keep that vibration where you need it, to be able to accept. We have to match the vibrational frequencies that we are asking for. So if you're wanting to experience lots of joy and you're feeling like you are stuck down in the dumps right now, come home to you. What do you need? What do you need to help yourself move from being down in the dumps to moving up to a state of joy and letting the higher self continue to carry you up and up and up as you are ready to go forward. This is never anything that is forced. This is always the quiet guidance of higher self. This is the energy of the heart. This is the energy that is inside each and every one of us. It starts from within to begin to trust in you. It starts by putting down those masks, walking away, and letting yourself be free. Let yourself come to life this week. There is such beautiful energy in the air. Use this full moon energy to your highest advantage. This is the opportunity to release everything. The light is shining down on you to bring forward all of those things that need to be in your awareness so that you can truly listen in that wisdom and you can offer it up for a beautiful healing. I hope that this week's message serves you well. I hope that you took it into your heart to see how it resonates with you in your own way. You may have gotten some even deeper messages from the cards for your own experience. Trust that. Trust in yourself. Trust in the wisdom that you are being gifted, and always follow your own advice. You know what is right for you. If you have time this Sunday, I invite you to come and participate. There is a free full moon card reading and healing meditation on my website. Go to lovingenergyrecharge.com and you can sign up for that. That is occurring on Sunday evening. That's at 6 o'clock in the Pacific Standard Time, 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm so grateful to have so many time zones from all over the place participating in these events. Much love to all of you. And remember, be gentle with yourself. Take it one moment at a time. Don't worry about the past that is done. Don't worry about a future that hasn't happened yet. Take that deep breath. Come home to you. Much love. Take care.